Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 43. Claws red. White. Ready?
Lance going to put it up. Man, it's Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Okay, break. Drill, 52. Black ultra. Let's go. Yellow, blue, 45. White.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Yellow, blaster, 6.
Lance going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a toss play for Wright. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Wright, 28 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, slide. Let's go. Out. 58. Slide.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Bruce Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
To throw is Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, can.
Fields throwing again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
32-yard line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here we go. EQ. Green 19, got that.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Ball again on second down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Here we go,
Fields changing the play. Now a carry for Allen. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Jets first down.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now they'll shift things around.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
There's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10
Let's go
at the
Alpha right here.
11-yard line.
Here's Allen. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Allen. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go.
Now Allen fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Braylon Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Another extra point opportunity here. starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Claws red. Yellow, 22. Red, yellow. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Trying to find Calvin Austin. And that'll bring up second down.
Set, hut. 52 blue, black, yellow, lining. Hut, hut.
A give up the middle to right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one.
Black, red. Ready, ready. Black 40. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Wright's got it. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 30, steal, black. Set, hut.
Play action, now it's Lance. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And the coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Set. Ready.
Here's Lance. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Come on, set. Yellow, 42, yellow. Blaster, 6. Set, go.
Lance now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Down.
They'll send the
45,
tight end in motion left.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Wright, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Intended for Elijah Higgins. Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
36-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. He finds Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jets.
Fields going to change things up here.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, can.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Don't jump. Hey, what? Angel.
Now it's Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
331. Hey, can. Hey, never mind, Monday. Go.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Now they'll change things up. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, son. 3:19, guys, right? 575. Hey, 10. Easy.
Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. An audible here to get a new look.
Hey, Chair.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
That's good for a Steelers.
Lance, he's going to change the play.
I'll pick up a 44 yards on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Down. Right blue. Blue 32.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
Now Lance. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Back.
13 yards.
To throw, it's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play out.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now a give, running left is right. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready. Black. 95. Smash. Red. Set.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Well, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Blue 58, Blue 58.
Fields now to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here we go. Green 19. Hey, Ken. Angel. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Folks, kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play.
Jets 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And a completion to Wilson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Fields. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here we go. Yep. 331.
On fourth down, Fields. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for Jets. First down.
Throwing again is Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
18 more yards.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Now Fields going to move him around.
Hey, Ken. Man. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
They'll look to throw again. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No muss. Right.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Wright. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And bulldozing his way through. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 51 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A handoff for Warren. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Blue 32.
Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Down. Yellow, 22. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Lance. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Ready. 45. White. Red. Cycle.
Boston, the man in motion left.
Ready. Ready.
Now Lance going to throw. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's third and 3.
319,
On play action, Fields. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 80 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Here's Hall again. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Drill 52. Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Washington's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right. Back to 50. Back to 60. Blue.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Here we go. 319 right for that. All right.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And check down complete to Hall. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Folks, kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Blue 30. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4.
Check pitch. Right, check.
They'll go right back to right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Right, 97.
That brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
Lance now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Set.
They'll give this to Wright, running right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but you identified an open target and put it right on him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Alpha. Angel. Test. Bunch right.
Now Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
All eyes on Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.